And the next one on our list of how are they holding up is going to be their Hardhead, the Make Toys Hardhead. Again, since I had him down for the Hannibal review. Sorry, Ty's down here trying to. I don't know if he's trying to get by or just get attention. Which is a good point to make. You know, a lot of people have mentioned that he snores in the background of my videos, which he does that quite often. But the funny thing is like at night when he's sleeping, he doesn't snore. And he knows that when he starts snoring, I get up to go, like, wake him up. But it's like, as you walk closer to him, you'll notice his eyes are open and the tip of his tail's wagging. And he starts snoring louder. It's because he's faking it. He just wants attention. He's learned throughout his life that if he snores, Dad will go over there and start petting him to get him to stop snoring. So, devious little dog. Anyway, back on topic. So this is their the Make Toys Hardhead figure. I got this one reissue. It was a reissue on BBTS, I think, and it was pretty cheap. I think it was under 100 for sure. I can't remember now. I got it a while back, quite a while back. It was just one of those like, oh well, you know, I need to fill out my cart to make it worthwhile to get that you know, the $4 shipping. But yeah, here he is. How is he holding up? And the answer is, I think pretty well. Looks good. Still looks pretty good. Headmaster. Let's see. It's the one thing on this one is it looks like these little tabs here on the head were supposed to plug into these arms, but they were sheared off. So I don't know if that's it has to be a factory thing, because when I opened him up out of the packaging, you know, he was in head mode and there was no pieces like stuck in there and no pieces floating around the packaging. So it must have been some idiot at the factory that just thought those was flash and just chipped them off or clipped them off. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but at the end of the day, outside of this being able to fold down in robot mode, it really makes no difference to me whatsoever. And this just tabs in like the chrome dome and does the same thing where it can kind of look forward and look up. He does come with an extra faceplate, if memory serves. So all that works well, left and right. The shoulder cannon rotates up, out to the side, down. Plastic's a nice glossy finish to it. I mean, like, it's just a glossy plastic. It could use, like I said with the chrome dome, it could use like a gloss or a nice paint finish. Doesn't need to be painted, just like a finish on it. He comes with these two green guns, like a lot of the Make Toys things. It's got this little groove system that plugs into the back of the hand. Works really well. This gun is not falling out. It's pretty solid. Shoulders are on sort of a universal, so they rotate around and they fold out to the side. Bicep swivel, bends at the elbow, wrist swivel, fingers open and close. Like the chrome dome, they're almost identical hands to the chrome dome. It's like these hands should be updated, but I don't want them to use the new Seeker hands because those things are just garbage. Waist swivel, that moves pretty freely there. Ratcheted knees up to there, or thighs up to there, back to there, ratcheted out to the side. All that works really well. Thigh swivel, I mean, it doesn't go up all that much, but I mean, for a tank bot, you know, I can't imagine them moving that well. I don't think I can move that well. So, bends at the knee. The sculpt just is destroyed utterly. I mean, it looks like a mess when you do that. But it does work. There's a nice rocker in there and a little bit of a tilt. I think you have to get this. No. Does it have a tilt? It does. It just doesn't seem to want to work. It goes a little up, and that's it. All in all, works pretty well. Outside of the hands, I think it's a pretty good looking figure still. I don't know how old this one is. Like the Chrome Dome. I know they're years and years old. But I think he looks still pretty good. Pretty viable figure. Ty, what are you doing? Alright, so here he is with Prime. So he's just a little bit shorter than him, but he's got a lot more bulk to him. Looks pretty good. There he is with Chrome Dome and Cerebros. And yeah, I think these guys look good. I'm really hard pressed to say, you know, these guys need to be replaced or updated. You know, if they did a reissue where they did a nice paint finish on them, I think that's all the Chrome or the Hardhead really needs is just like a paint finish on it. Maybe not fully painted, but just like a finish of some sort to make it look a little bit more fancy, I guess. And if you could get some new hands that are good, then I would go with it. But if not, then who cares? Because he's holding guns, so it's like I don't really look at the hands at that point. You know, like his hands are spectacular, and his hands are garbage. So it's just kind of like, but it's not as bad as the new Seeker. So it's just like asking Make Toys to make new hands. It's like a double-edged sword. It's like maybe they'll do a good job, maybe they'll do a crappy job. Unlike the Chrome Dome, the Hardhead works, like functions a lot better and a lot smoother. He's a really good looking figure, and you know, I think if you can get him for a decent price, I have no idea where my phone is, to be honest with you guys, so I can't just Google it. Let's see. Oh, it's gone. Just go with my backup one. Let's see here. Go to BBTS. See, third-party figures. Make Toys. So let's see what they have. So yeah, so they have he's there for $89.99, and he's on pre-order for $89.99. And I would easily say either one of those is 100% worth that price. So if you can get those guys at that price, I'd say do it. The Hardhead, I'm going to give a 9 out of 10. I think outside of a little bit of a paint finish, he's a really solid looking figure. I really like him. I'm impressed on how well these guys aged. Make Toys did a really good job with these two Headmasters. I mean, yes, he's got some technical issues, and hopefully that reissue that's coming out might fix some of those. But he's a pretty solid figure as is. I recommend him. I highly recommend him. You know, if you're looking for some Autobot Headmasters for your shelf, these guys are the way to go. You know, I mean, like I've said in a couple times now, I believe Fans Toys is planning on doing the rest of them. But, you know, he was like, I got him for $180 because he was on sale. But he's typically $220. So you're looking at, you know, at least $200 something for each one of those guys. So it's like, do you buy the Fans Toys ones at $200 a piece, or do you buy these two good figures for under $200 together. They're very well priced and pretty, as far as he goes, a really well built figure, and he's a decently built figure. Hopefully the reissue will fix a lot of those issues, because I know that usually when you have replacement parts, any reissues after that will have the replacement parts already built in. So hopefully, just out of the box, he'll just be a better figure. But yeah, I'm impressed with them. I'm impressed with these two figures. I think they're really good. They have enough, they're not painted all that much, but they have enough breakup in their plastic to make it look good. And yeah, if they had a nice little finish on them, I think they would be spectacular figures for your collection. As it is, I think they're a good set. I recommend these guys, like, full-heartedly. I do. I don't think you'll be disappointed with them. It's funny when, like, these older figures, like, I really wish I could find my other phone. Let's see here. It won't be a fully accurate one, but let's see here. Skullface usually reviews things when they first come out, so let's see here. Skullface, make toys. Okay, let's see here. 7 years ago. The Chrome Dome was 7 years ago. And then, let's see. Iron Will, where is he? 6 years ago. So, yeah, 7 years and 6 years ago, and they're still pretty good figures. Kudos to Make Toys for making these guys, because I think they're still really viable options for your Autobot Headmasters. I think they did a great job here, so kudos to them. I recommend them. I definitely say pick them up if you can. If you're interested in Autobot Headmasters, like I said, I think these guys are the way to go. I don't really got anything else to say.